Tony Prince.
That's me. How you doing? This is your royal ruler, Tony Prince, and hi there. Watching the Airshow World with Stu Bear.
And coming up in just 30 minutes from now, Stu Bear will be in the chair with Airshow World. And right now, hey, here's a few highlights to get you in the mood.
Any radio, Eagle 401, it's a flight of 4, Fox 15 Echoes, inbound for the loop from the north. We'll be transiting the Mach loop from west to east and then up through Bala Lake. Eagle, confirm we're still in the low fly area. 401 flight, Eagle, confirm you're in the loop at this time. Okay, we're at the tactical right side. We're going to spin and hold here. Typhoon, Eagle copies. We'll let you have the loop. We're holding off to the west side of the loop, and once you clear the loop, would you let us know, and then we'll be in. That is our playmate. Their call sign is dark. We are not working with them. They should be north of the lake towards Bala, and we're holding west of the loop over the water. Hey, from dark flight is approaching Bala Lake in about a 6-mile string. Dark 2-3, flight of 3 is exiting low fly 7 to the north. Dark 2-3, flight of 3 is checking back in with you. We are in the rejoin prior to RTD, exiting low fly area 7 to the north. Copies, we're in from the coastline from west through north in the loop. Copy 6-4, copy the flight to last May, thanks for your help. Eagle, good day. Orbit to block 5 to 24,000 feet for 10 minutes before RTB. Motor 112 GR4 southwest of Bala by 10, LFA 7 headed northeast. Low flight traffic. Speed 71 will be entering the roundabout anti-clockwise. The rack flight is trying to get a hold of you on 252.87 with no contact. Rack 21 left to 120. Rack 2-1 is complete with general handle in the North Wales MTA. We're looking to RTB via Litchfield at this time.
Boo-boo! A picnic basket has everything a bear needs. And I'm not just talking about the treats and snack-type goodies. No, a picnic basket holds a lot more than that. It holds dreams.
What are we looking at?
Hey, Yogi, you're watching Airshow World.
Look me in!
You sure it'll work, Yogi?
Well, you know, boo-boo, I'm smarter than the average bear!
Well, it's not Yogi Bear, but it's Stu Bear in the chair on Airshow World, and this is what dreams are made of.
We're all down at Duxford, and you're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Hi folks, this is Dicky McVitie from the chat room. Yes, the mad bloke. Sorry about that. Just to say you're watching Airshow World with the one and only Stu Bear.
My name's Andy and I'm watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Hi, I'm Chloe HG and you are watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Hi there, we're the crew of the Sea King rescue aircraft behind us as it's flown. You're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
All yellow because you saw them on the news at regular intervals. HC2s. The most impressive things about this is when you're the dunking dummy, when you've been dropped in the sea and you're waiting for this to come and rescue you. Is that aeroplane weighs 7.5 tons, which means in order to stay airborne in the hover it has to displace 7.5 tons of air vertically downwards. These helicopters, when they were in RAN service, provided 24-hour search and rescue cover and 15-minute readiness in daylight, 45-minute readiness at night. And they form part of a nationwide search and rescue service, which also included helicopters flown from 2 Royal Navy, Naval and 4 HM Coast Guard bases, plus 4 RAF rescue teams, all coordinated by the Aeroborne Rescue Coordination Centre, ex-RAF hydraulically operated main rescue points, electrically operated emergency rescue points, and of course a lot of electric connected to the power and equipment. From beaches around the coast, or their involvement in certain very high-profile rescue missions, the likes of the 1988 Piper Alpha oil rig disaster, the floods in Boscastle, Sheffield, Cockermouth in Gloucestershire, or the Virgin train derailment at Braving. The RAF Search and Rescue Force expected upwards of 1,000 call-outs every year. By the way, if you notice as the aircraft banks over towards you, one of the rotor blades, the top bits, is painted yellow. And that's because that's to enable them to time the rotor. When the maintenance but some remarkable recipes, without doubt one of the most amazing pieces of film I've ever seen. You mentioned the low light and the infrared TV camera. That was the main difference between the 3 and the 3A. 3A had it, the 3 didn't. It was mounted on a little turret down by the spots. And they had a chap who had been cut off by the time, and he was trapped at the foot of the cliff with the water coming in rapidly. And we were over that. And what they did in the end was the helicopter landed on the ocean, the winch was gone. They slowly helicopter came back to a hover on the ocean. The winch was gone. And they just pointed out over the ship as the helicopter rose up and took a slap off the camera. And actually got a guy from under the
Hi, it's Stu Bear from Airshow World, and I'm very proud to announce our sponsor, the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And for viewers of Airshow World, you can get 15% off from the world's best tea and coffee company. Plus, you'll be helping Airshow World grow. Just use the code Airshow. That's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company.
Oh, no, here come the bears. Let's get now. It's the Hair Bear Bash.
Oh yes, it's the bear. It's Stu Bear, and you're watching Airshow World.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that spectacular? Only the best here at Western Park. We spared no expense bringing you these superstars, the global stars in their extra 300s. You can just imagine how important the manning performance is. However many minutes of information. Eyes never leave the team leader for 1 second. It is amazing, isn't it? What do you reckon, kids? You like it?
We are the 82nd Airborne 505th RCT, and you're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Hey, Captain Jack, meet me down by the railroad track. Put that woman in my hand. I'm gonna be a whoring man. I'm gonna be a whoring man. A whoring man.
Stand by for action. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Fleet on the College QFE 1035 and you're identified.
1035, sir. Traffic service, Rebel 59.
59, traffic service, what type of recovery base?
Right out to PAR, Rebel 59.
Hi, I'm Colin Turkington. You're watching Airshow World.
You certainly are. Hey, good evening to you and welcome along to Stu Bear's Air Show World on a Friday night. And of course, it is just after 7 o'clock. And I hope we find you fit and well. And hey, what's on tonight's show? Well, we've got Waddington, Duxford, Lake and Heath. We've got some on the classic air show. We have a Sea Vixen from Cosford way back in the early 90s. We also have the Global Stars, Milden Hall, and lots more. And of course, the fantastic chat room. That is you great folks who are in the chat room right now. And very, very soon, hey, we'll say hi to everybody. But right now, let's start the ball rolling with some fabulous shots from RAF Waddington on their departure day. Around about 2011, if my memory serves me correctly, but hey, don't quote me on that. Here we go. And of course, keep the messages coming in, and I'll do our best to say hi to as many people
Takeoff subwind 18018 knots.
as I possibly can.
Clear takeoff runway 20 Tiger 29er.
Air Force 3272 and 3273, Waddington Tower, clear takeoff, subwind 18014 knots.
Stage up 3272.
QFE 1004, taxi 20 Alpha hold.
Copy, taxiing 20 holding at Alpha. German Air Force Romeo 14.
German Air Force Romeo 14, Waddington Tower, pass message.
German Air Force Romeo 14 is holding point runway 0, and we are ready for departure. And we'll request 1 or 2
German Air Force Romeo 14, climate restriction 2,500 feet, acknowledge. German Air Force Romeo 14, climate restriction 2,500 feet, acknowledge.
Copy, climate restriction 2,500.
German Air Force Romeo 14, clear for takeoff and fly past surface wind 18016 knots.
German Air Force Romeo 14, clear takeoff.
Oh, what a takeoff. But it didn't just do that when it took off. You're going to see in just a moment. Did a fantastic flyby. Really making it very, very special with this F4 Phantom. Absolutely fantastic. Struggling to keep up with it. Hi, it's Stu Bear from Airshow World, and I'm very proud to announce our sponsor, the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And for viewers of Airshow World, you can get 15% off from the world's best tea and coffee company. Plus, you'll be helping Airshow World grow. Just use the code Airshow. That's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And of course, hey, the place where you, Airshow World actually gives you something back. 15% off every single order. Check them out. The link is below the video right now. Well, how the devil are you? Great to see so many people watching this evening, and great to see so many fantastic folks in the chat room. So let's say hi to a few people. We've got Karen Kakaran, Becky Davis, John R. says, g'day all. Gary Inge is also there. Aviation in 4K, Becky Davis, Lisa B, we've got Carla Rudd, and the list goes on and on and on. So many great people. Keep the messages coming in, and hey, if you got a question for anybody, if I can't answer it, I'm sure somebody in the chat room certainly will. We have Gary Inge as well, SHGP, my good mate is there as well, and also, hey, the man is back. The man is back after a fantastic holiday, no doubt, sending great photographs across and what have you. Pleased you had a good time. That's Mark Webbo Webster. And also we've got Jeffrey. Hello, Jeffrey. And anybody else? Oh, Benny Ringstrom. Hey, big thumbs up to you, my man. Good to see you. And who else could we say hi before we get over to some great videos from last July over at Duxford? We've got Robbie Batista. Hey, my main man over there in France. And also Roger Shadbolt's with us, and the list goes on. See you once before we get to the next item. Right, keep the messages. We've got Hong as well. Hello, Hong. And Piotr, Hannah F. Hello to you. And tell you what I'll do. I will start the next video in just 5 seconds from now. And any more that come into the chat, I'll say hi as we go along. Matt Cat Lady, also Jilly and Peter, and hi also to Morris watching this over there in Bristol. But right now, hey, you see, I mentioned Morris last but not least because I just know he's going to enjoy what we have coming up for you right now. Last July, this is what we were filming down at Duxford.
I've got one of those. We're here to scatter on my satellite without popcorn.
Hi, it's Charlie. I'm with V for Victory and I'm currently portraying a civilian aviatrix just prior to World War II and you're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Oh, you know, I just absolutely love the Warbirds, and there is more coming up just a little bit later from Duxford, but coming up very, very soon. Hey, we show all sorts of stuff on a Friday night, and we've got some wildlife action coming up for you in just a couple of moments. So, some wildlife. Now, what could that be? You're going to find out very, very soon. Kirk Ferrari asks the question, hey, Stu, was that filmed handheld? Actually, I'm pretty sure that was filmed on the tripod, but that Sony AX53, brilliant camera, and you can get incredible shots without a tripod or anything, so certainly recommend it. And he also says, hey, great sound. That is one thing that I really like to hear, the right sound, especially when I'm recording Warbirds and what have you. Hey, some great chat going on this evening in the chat room. Keep the messages coming. Any questions? As I said, we've got some real experts in the chat room, such as John R. My goodness me, he knows his stuff. And also my right hand man, we've got Morris, and the great, absolutely brilliant Morris will be with me when I go in June. I think it's around about June the 19th, 18th, that sort of period, when we're going to be at Duxford. Tomorrow, you never know, I may just take a trip over to Shuttleworth for the evening show. Still debating whether to do that or not. But hey, there's more important things going on at the moment. We have a fantastic chat room. We have Brian K. Hello, Brian. Jeffrey's also with us. Hannah FLZ. Good evening to you. Claire Lee says, hi Stu, great show. Off to Vulcan's Rest at Coningsby tomorrow for a week. That's from Dave, Claire and Amy. Yeah, I was very close to there, and because actually I'm on holiday now. I'm on my holidays, but especially for you guys, I've come back to the studio, so I've split my holiday up and come back to the studio here at East Midlands Airport, just around the corner from it, to prepare tonight's show so that, hey, we've got a show for you. Hey, how many people would do that? Hey, cut into their holiday. And then I'm off again on Monday. So last week I was all around Lincolnshire, and next week hoping to be around Suffolk and Norfolk. So fingers crossed for everybody with the weather, and also to Claire Lee and the gang. So keep those messages coming in. The wildlife section, that's coming up in around about 30 seconds from now, just before we actually do that. Gotta say hi to the folks who are watching on Facebook, such as Martin is with us, and also we have George and Bin, who wants to come and say hello. Tony Green from Wisbeach, and also we have Atma, hello to you. Salandra and Natik, who else? Folk is with us. Piet, Carl Shield, Moth, and everybody else, wherever you're watching this in the world. Hey, give it a thumbs up, give it a heart, whatever it is you want to do. I tell you what. Oh, and also don't forget, share the video. That's the important bit. And if you've never subscribed on YouTube to Airshow World, where have you been all my life? Hey, do it right now, and within 1 minute you'll be able to take part in the most fantastic chat room, the best chat room on YouTube. All right, let's move along, move the show, and right now, hey, we've got a little bit of wildlife, as I promised, and that's coming up like right now. Well, of course, a few aeroplanes as well, and it happens to be F-15s. I thought you'd all appreciate that this evening. Oh, that's great news there, Marcus. Yes, all be well. We'll see you on the 16th down at Mildenhall. And by the way, Marcus, you are going to be featured tonight. Well, your photographs are. They're coming up just a little bit later. And saying a very, very good evening to Trevor watching this in South Africa. Hey Trevor, I hope you're feeling fit and fine, and thank you for joining everybody this evening. I gotta tell you, I love that last shot. Hey, I'm watching this evening from Mexico. Goodness gracious, that's our kid. That's our very own Clive Jones watching this in Mexico. Hey, my man. Well, Clive, I really hope you're having a fantastic holiday over there. I'm actually supposed to be on holiday at the moment, but for you guys, I've come all the way back to the studio to put tonight's show on.
But I suppose Mexico would be a little bit too far to come back to.
The Midlands Air Festival returns for a 4th year of excellent family fun as we celebrate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. This spectacular aviation event will once again consist of night fire and flying displays, with the main flying displays on the Friday and Saturday, and the Red Arrows will be kicking off their 2022 season. Plus, other highlights include the Bronco display team, the Lancaster, Catalina, Vampire Display, and so many other amazing aircraft. Plus, over 100 balloons will grace the skies above Ragley Hall in Warwickshire. It's got to be the Midlands Air Festival from the 2nd to the 4th of June 2022.
And that is not long away at all, just a few weeks away, and I will certainly be there. I hope to be there from the Wednesday right the way through till the, as long as I can stay, to be honest, but certainly hope to bring you some fabulous videos from that amazing location. If you want to go to a brilliant air show, you know where they had to go. Just Google it. Google the Midlands Air Festival, and of course, all the info. But if you do want to go, make sure you get those tickets very, very, very soon, because they are selling out very, very, very fast. What have we got? What have we got for you right now? Well, we've got Duxford. More from there. It's Duxford Part 2. And hey, we've got so much crammed into tonight's show. Don't you dare go anywhere. Enjoy what we have. It's coming up.
Mustang rolling by the sound of it.
Oh, Clive, we're going to have to get some more drone footage from you very, very soon. You remember Clive? He does those fantastic videos with that drone that he has. And also going out all over the world to prove the point. Hey, as I said, we've got Clive in Mexico. We've got Vitty McCoy saying hello from Puerto Rico. We have Gary Inge as well. Piotr, Brian K, Karen Kakaran, Owen Paul. Wherever you are, hey, it's great to have your company. Keep the messages coming. I gotta tell you, my absolute favourite bit is it's got to be the sound. Absolutely wonderful. And I certainly hope you're watching this and you've got a really nice sound setup, because the sound of those aircraft is absolutely amazing, especially what we're watching at the moment, the Warbirds. Been out and about, as I said, this particular week. I'm on holiday for 2 weeks. Come back to the studio, especially for you guys. But where have we been this week? Well, a couple of airfields. And we've been to... Started off at Langer, then went over to East Kirkby, and it was great to see the Lancaster actually taxiing there, and then went to a few other places all around Lincolnshire. Next week it's off to around Suffolk and Norfolk, so taking in the good fresh air and what have you, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather should behave itself. It's been a fabulous week this week, if not just a little bit windy. But hey, everybody in the chat room, the best chat room on YouTube, it certainly is. We got Somil, hello Somil, and also we got Gary in, Joe and Paul. Tussie is with us, and Hannah F, Brian K, Erwin Paul, how the devil are you also, Erwin? And watching this right now on Facebook from Colorado, saying hi to Theon. Thanks for watching
Prepare to be dazzled, enthralled and mesmerised at the 2022 Weston Park Airshow International from the 17th to the 19th of June 2022. Set in the gorgeous Shropshire countryside in the grounds of the 15th century stately home covering over 1,000 acres. The Weston Park International Model Airshow, now in its 26th year, has established itself as one of the foremost model shows in the country. The show attracts visitors and pilots from all over the world and continues to grow year on year. The show is the brainchild of Stephen Bishop, a man of worldwide modelling acclaim. Steve and his son Matthew are most well known for their Scale Red Arrows duo, which has taken them all around the world and brings many visitors to Weston Park each year to marvel at the two-time world champion formation display. Weston Park Airshow International really is something different to any other airshow. Browse through the various sections on the website to find out about all of the entertainment and displays available on site, ranging from model aircraft to full airshow displays, including the fantastic Global Stars, the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, plus boats, cars, helicopters, tanks, evening entertainment, and on Saturday night, a fireworks and laser spectacular. Gates open each day at 8 a.m. with the show starting at 10 a.m. Check out airshowinternational.co.uk website for more information and tickets, or just Google Weston Park Airshow International.
And last year, Airshow World was there. And I gotta say thanks, a big thank you to Bravo 303. And certainly check out their YouTube channel if you're into your model flying. Oh, when I say model flying, I mean huge, great aircraft. Hey, check out their YouTube channel. I will put the link into the chat room just a little bit later. But hey, it's not just models, as you heard me saying on that advert. They've also got the full size, and it's the 17th to the 19th June. Check check it out. And you can also camp there as well, as you can see by the poster on your screen right now. Certainly check them out. It's a fantastic show and well worth putting in your calendar right now. Hey, but coming up right now, what have we got? We've got some French. I love all things French, and that is what we have for you right now over at Lake and Heath. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was so lucky to get these. Enjoy this. And as I said, this was filmed just a couple of weeks ago down at Lake and Heath. We saw them coming into land, and then I very quickly hightailed it to get a slightly different shot. And as you can see, you're looking directly down the runway down at Lake and Heath. And of course, if ever you're in that area, hey, certainly pop over there. They've got a special viewing car park where you can watch all the action. And it's got to be one of the busiest bases in the country. Supposed together with Coningsby. But it's certainly put a little bit more to the action, having the Rafales there, which is what we're looking at right now, the French Rafales. And of course, the resident F-15s, and now of course the F-35s. We'll be seeing those just a little bit later in the show. Gotta say hi to Tony Lloyd, and thank you, Tony, for your lovely comment. Really appreciate that. And coming up right now on Airshow World, it's that time of the show to find out what some of the Airshow World followers have been doing. So what have they been doing? Well, we can see right now some fabulous photographs. And a big thank you to Marcus. And of course, if you'd like to send something across that you'd like me to feature on one of the shows on a Friday night, all you gotta do is just send me an email to stu, S-T-U, at airshowworld.com. Certainly enjoying that. Meanwhile, back to Lake and Heath and some of my favourite shots from just a couple of weeks ago. Have a look at these.
Still third line. 100. Altimeter 304.
Well, thanks very much for the kind message there, Skimmer. Much appreciated. At least somebody's enjoying it, unlike Tony Lloyd. But Tony, it's not everybody's cup of tea, so hey, try coffee or Marmite. Hey, I'll tell you somebody we've not mentioned yet this evening. That's our good friend from Seattle. And of course, that's LT Viper Pilot. Hey, Christy, how the devil are you?
61050
Hey, my good friend Kirk Ferrari. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
165 from the passport, 610 left, heading 130, maintain 2100 total passing, 112 island, 110 Roger, contact tower. Cost 334 miles outside Bravo for initial runway 6 will stop. Cost 23, Whitney Tower, full Bravo. Touchdown down, take off. And 1-2, looking eastbound, taxi, Falls Beach here. Mad 1-2, taxi, Park, Beach, 400. West Pacific runway will need between roughly about 28
And that particular shot, that certainly shows you how close Mildenhall is actually to Lakenheath. You saw the Hercules in the background going into land. Well, that was going into land at Mildenhall. But of course, the camera foreshortens that. It brings everything in from the background. And Simon Townsend, thank you very much for the kind message. Really much appreciated. Also, hi to LZ, Piotr, Malcolm James. Absolutely there, Kirk Ferrari. End of the music day. Absolutely. Every 4:30 and 5:30 over at Mildenhall. to play the national anthems. Vita McCoy, good evening to you. And again, thanks for the real kind messages. You're right here with Stu Bear on Airshow World. Also saying hi this evening to Peseta Maya. And of course, if you'd like a mention this evening, all you gotta do if you're watching this somewhere, just, hey, subscribe to Airshow World, and then you'll be able to take part in the best chat room on YouTube. You certainly are.
And coming up for you right now on Stu Bear's Airshow World, it's time to go way back in time with classic air shows.
And coming up tonight, we have something very, very special. As I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I'm very busy at the moment capturing these absolutely incredible old tapes that were literally going to be going in a dustbin. And thanks to Steve and my good self as well, we are recapturing these. And these were filmed by the late Mick Green. And what a fantastic video man he certainly was. A real big enthusiast. And stay tuned to Airshow World over the weeks and months to come, because I've got so much footage of this to show you guys. Here we go. Let's see and hear the Sea Vixen. This particular video, this was filmed in the early 1990s at Cosford, the Cosford Airshow, which of course is coming up very, very soon. And of course, Airshow World and Stu Bear will be there. Don't forget to keep tuned to Airshow World and you'll be seeing a lot more of these fabulous, fabulous videos. So Mick Green, if you're looking down, I hope we're doing you proud.
Boo-boo! A picnic basket has everything a bear needs. And I'm not just talking about the treats and snack-type goodies. No, a picnic basket holds a lot more than that. It holds dreams.
What are we looking at?
Hey Yogi, you're watching Airshow World.
Walk me in!
You sure it'll work, Yogi?
Well, you know, boo-boo, I'm smarter than the average bear!
Well, it's not Yogi Bear, but it's Stu Bear in the chair on Airshow World, and this is what dreams are made of.
And if you like your aircraft, it certainly is. Every Friday night between 7 and just after 8 o'clock, you can catch my good self, Stu Bear, right here in the chair in the studio down here at East Midlands Airport. But hey, coming up for you right now, we keep the show rocking and rolling with one of the best display acts on the circuit, the worldwide circuit, the wonderful Global Stars. A little earlier in the show, we were telling you about Western Park's fantastic weekend of shows. And these guys, Mark Jeffries and the Global Stars, they will be there.
Absolutely. It's his toy box. We're leading them through their paces in this incredibly tight Diamond 4 formation. Formation's remarkable. You've got aeroplanes of very slightly differing performance. Yes. The mid-wing and the low-wing aircraft perform slightly differently. So to get them to fly as tightly as this is quite remarkable. Shows the skill of the individual pilots beautifully.
Yeah, definitely. And also 70 horsepower between the least and most powerful of the 4 aircraft in the formation, adding to that challenge. Pulling up into a very big, very graceful barrel roll, and out of this I expect to see them changing into another formation that they call Swan. And changing now into Trail formation.
Are they backtracking, Daniel? Are they
Getting into a close line astern. There he goes, creating a really beautiful shape in the sky. At the tail of that trail formation. Ready for the break. Go, calls Mark Jeffries, and they split apart.
I think many of you who are regular attendees at Little Grandstand are used to seeing the Global Stars and used to seeing Mark Jeffries perform. But please don't become just to say, well, it's just another. It's not. This is pretty special. 4 dissimilar aeroplanes, 4 superb pilots, and a really superb performance of aerobatics at its best.
And one that, as the team's name suggests, has been seen and enjoyed all over the world on some of the very extensive overseas tours they did, we have to say, before COVID set in, and which I'm sure they'll be doing again.
Indeed, I think they're going to be on their travels again in the next few months. but they've certainly, to my knowledge, have been to China 3 times, Mongolia, India, and other destinations, Hong Kong, I think, for the bridge opening. They just travel all over the place, and they're in such demand because of the outstanding level of performance they offer.
And again, as we were saying with the wing walkers earlier, it's just not a type of display that a lot of people in those countries will necessarily see on a regular basis. We're rather blessed here, aren't we? We've got some top-level acts, but there isn't such an air show scene in those countries.
No, we are very fortunate. We take some of it for granted. Necessarily, we just shouldn't do it. But when you take a group like the Global Stars overseas, the Chinese, the response was phenomenal. And the crowd lined up, just stand and applaud as they come back in. And they were doing 2 or sometimes 3 performances a day for different TV slots, and it was relentless in hot weather. But they soldier on.
Very experienced glider pilot Chris Heames, as Mark rolls around their smoke trails. Watch the rejoin. Straight into box again. And that's an excellent example of the sort of management that's required by the leader of a formation, isn't it? To enable the boxman to get so smartly back into formation.
Well, they don't call him leader for nothing. He does lead the team and puts everything where it should be, flying perfect speed for the other guys to fly on and around him.
The 4-ship now coming in for a loop. Looping once more. Showing the roll rate and the turn rate of the extra there as they pull out to come back onto the display line. Pulling up in unison. Smoke on. Continual smoke this time rather than dotty. And there's the double heart. That was the 2021 Global Stars.
And definitely worth a massive, massive round of applause at the end. And the stars of that particular air show, hey, it was the Global Stars from Little Gransden. That was the very first time I actually saw them, and I was absolutely bowled over by them. And Stephen Billings quite rightly says, yeah, there's several other teams like the Blades, the Royal Jordanians, and other teams that use those extras, but honestly, I think the Global Stars are the most dynamic of all of them. That display is absolutely, well, as I said, it bowled me over. And also, I was very kindly invited by Mark Jeffries to film them on one evening show. And of course, I'm sure you guys have seen that before. And hey, no doubt I will feature it again in the future. And of course, that was at the Western Park last year. And if you want to see them actually display with pyrotechnics and goodness knows what else coming off the wings, check them out. Western Park are at their air show, and you saw the advert a little bit earlier. And also, don't forget, going into the chat room right now, I'm putting that link over to that YouTube channel that we were talking about a little bit earlier, where we've produced that particular, or should I say, I did the voiceover and added a few bits on that advert for the Western Park show. But if you're into your large scale flying models, there it is. Check those guys out. That is a Bravo 303. Thanks for all the really wonderful messages coming up saying, hey Stu, enjoy the rest of your holiday. I certainly will. And next week, hopefully, yes, we've certainly got a show going out next Friday night. I don't know if it's going to be a recorded show or whether I'll be back here in the studio, but we certainly won't let you down. We will have something for you lined up next Friday night. Gillian Peter says, brilliant show tonight. Have a great holiday, Stu. I certainly will. I shall be off as of tomorrow, I think. But hey, to everybody, thank you so much. And you never know, next week I might see some beautiful sunsets, a little bit similar to some of the ones we are going to see right now to wrap up tonight's show. So if you want to get your last messages in, now is the time. Maurice Moon says, thanks Stu for another great night. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed your curry. Also to Kirk Ferrari saying, good night everyone. A big thanks also to Gary Inge. What a great guy he is, I tell you. Next week, if I do pop over to Milden Hall, I won't be doing any live streams in the week. I will literally just be putting my feet up and enjoying. Sometimes it just has to be done. Also, thanks so much to Malcolm James. Very good friend of mine, Steve from that's Steve at SRH. He sent me this link last week. It was called The Watch Tower. Now check that out over on YouTube. It's narrated by the famous Jack Curry. And it's all about a ghost or the ghosts, should I say, at the Watchtower at East Kirkby. Now, it just so happens that that's where I was spending the night in the van at East Kirkby. The good news was, though, I didn't watch the YouTube video until the next morning. Probably just as well. I'd have been hearing ghosts all night. Also, thank you so much to Marcus Camfield. Thanks for, hey, see, I showed some more of your photographs. If you'd like to take part on a Friday night show, you know how to get in touch with the bear. It's simple, it's Stu, S-T-U, at airshowworld.com. Also, thank you to Karen Kikoran, LZ, Piator, Cook Ferrari, Gary Inge, Hannah F, Matt Cat Lady, who I was going to say hi to before we go. If you're wondering where our regular in the chat room, that's our really wonderful Michaela Marshall. Oh, poor Michaela. She may watch this on a replay sometime, but she is really, really poorly with COVID at the moment. Michaela, hope you get better soon. You've got around about 30 seconds to get the last message into the chat room as we see this amazing C-17. Just look at that sunset. And good evening to Elizabeth Grove. She is watching over on Facebook. And she's over in Cape Town, South Africa. Elizabeth, wonderful to know you're out there watching.
Hi, it's Stu Bear from Airshow World, and I'm very proud to announce our sponsor, the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And for viewers of Airshow World, you can get 15% off from the world's best tea and coffee company. Plus, you'll be helping Airshow World grow. Just use the code Airshow. That's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company.
And that is Friday Night Live with my good self, Stu Bear, running slightly over time, but hey, who cares? Don't forget to check out our good friends over on Bravo 303 if you're in, especially if you're into your model air shows. And also, they have lots of videos from Western Park. So, hey, you can have more of a look and think, yeah, I'm definitely going to go to that show. Marcus Campfield, we've mentioned him, and thank you again so much. And everybody else, you've got 15 seconds to get that last message in. And yeah, you know where to get the tea. It's the best tea and coffee in the world, as the bear says. So wherever you've seen tonight's show, whether it's been on Facebook or YouTube, have yourself a fantastic weekend, and the bear will see you next Friday night. Until then, you take care of yourself, have a great weekend, and hope the sun shines for you. Thank you, and a very, very good night.